Hola, buenos dias, hello, and good morning. This is Andy Weston, resident in all solar systems, planets, intelligence from the galactic system of the energy core. Well, I hope everybody's doing well. There's a lot going on today right now, so that's what I'm saying. We're going through a different system through the systematical system. The energy systematical systems are high rising right now, so its connection and all its devices through its century circle. So what's happening now is I'm going to be creating a new division lines of shapes, sizes, and electronic devices through everybody's body ecosystem. So you're going to get connected more with its atmosphere, its oxygen, and its energy circles through its energy cycles. Fascinating stuff that's going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's incredible force. So I'm basically high rising through the system right now on so many different atmospheres through its dimension. That's why I'm talking so fast. And basically, I'm vortexing through another dimension. And those dimensions are going through its line circles, and those line circles are going through its atmospheres. So I have complete control of its century circle of the center of dimensional Earth and its atmospheres. Tremendous force that's going on right now. Unbelievable. So welcome to my YouTube. Hey, Lightbean, how you doing? Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. So I'm going to wait till everybody gets in, and I'm going to talk about how you can create your own systems. I'm going to be creating all your systems through the body and ecosystems. So I'm going to be updating your links. I'm going to be downloading your systems. You're going to become more energetic. And the fallible systems through the Plagmesium. Now, Plagmesium is basically an energy source system where it's a bubble and you go through a high dimension through its plasma force. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your higher self out of your body and show you through its journeys of what happens when you go through a higher dimension. So that's why I'm using it as a protection energy field around for everybody so they can observe a vibration. And so when you go into space through the higher self, you're going to see planets and solar systems and everything that you want to see. Everybody's going to see something different, but it's getting used to its atmosphere. You're going to get used to what it's like to slide down through a dimension and understand how to use web graphing, understand its matrix and everything around it. So you will. I'm just waiting for everybody to come in. So depending on how many people come in. But I'm starting the system right now. So I'm changing your body and ecosystems through all the circuits. I'm upgrading your systems. So that's what's happening. So there's a lot of force going on right now. A lot of force. So how's everything going through your energetic systems? How's the body and ecosystems? Are you collecting all your devices? Are you getting through the energy cycles, through the systematical systems? Are you high rising through its circuits? Are you connecting with your waving centers? So everything that I'm telling you is incredible force. It's, you're tired? You're tired because you don't have a kinetic energy force system, and that is a plasma force, which is the plagmesium. And the plagmesium is basically a kinetic energy device for everybody's body system, but it depends on how much alloy and metabolic alloy you have in your system. So everybody's a life formation, but I'm just creating a new energy field for its force field so you guys can go to a higher dimension through its space, through its bubble. So it's a plagmesium plastic bubble through its plasma force, through electronics and electricity. So it's self-absorbed through your atmospheres and your force fields through the human identity of self-completion. Self-completion is understanding the lines and its frequency levels through the vibration of all frequencies and its harmonics. So, there's a lot going on right now. But that's why you feel tired, because you don't have an energy field. You're going high rising through the space and its continuum, all its incredible force through its energy cycles. That's why you get tired, because you're going higher, but your oxygen levels have to be at a continuous force, because every time you go through a higher dimension, you're going through a different altitude. Hey, Vescas, how you doing? Good morning. Hola. Buenos dias. Yeah, I was just wind shifting its atmosphere right now through a different dimension. We're talking about sliding through another dimension. Feet first, not head first, feet first. So you guys got to get used to its atmosphere. Well, what's going to happen is we're all going to take a journey, and I'm going to take your higher selves. I'm going to control your higher selves through my body and ecosystems. So my connection devices and my energy cycles is going to use provisions and going through a magnesium force, and that magnesium force is an energy field through its force field. So you guys can know what it feels like to go into a higher space. Because you got to correct all its line divisions. Everything is through its calculation, and those calculations are going through wind factors, and those wind factors are going through its oscillation. So basically, everything is self-winding right now, and I'm just getting everybody's body and ecosystems ready because I'm upgrading all your systems through the data processing of its links. So, but other than that, how's everything else going? Are you meditating more? Are you getting more familiar with your body and your systems? Today is all about understanding its atmosphere, how to use the time switch, right, through the allocation of locations. So we're going to go through its string theory today, which is fascinating because I'm going to put everybody on a journey, okay? And I'm going to show you what it's like to actually go through higher force, okay? So I'm correcting all your vibrations through its energy cycles. So what's happening is I'm creating that magnesium force, and that's going to protect your energy grids for you to go higher. But you guys have to understand with the higher self how to travel, zigzag, go this, go that way, up and down, how to circulate through rotations on so many different divisional levels, okay? How to stop in space, okay? How to communicate with planets. So we're in the progress right now through the processing and the data processing. So I'm going to connect everybody's body and ecosystems and upgrade their systems. So. Yeah, patterns are basically, you guys are line forming right now. You're understanding shapes and its vibration, what it means through a dimension. So we're going to slide through a dimensional hole, and that hole is going through its continuous force, through its point systems. And those point systems are going to allocate you into different vibrational signals. So I'm going to put you in a high vibration of its harmonics today. Okay. Remember, it's just a journey. That's all it is. Okay, you guys got to know what it feels like to have different atmosphere. Okay, light being is getting tired because you don't have an energy force. You need that to protect the higher self. Okay, that's what I mean, is to understand just not what the higher self is, but what it does. Okay, how you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, right? Well, with the higher self, how to use your circuits, how to use the audio switch, how to use the on and off switch, how to use the voicing grid, right, to communicate through signals, communication signals, and radio signals. So all these things are extremely important. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm so excited. This is so much fun. This is going to be great. But it's good that you're formalizing through your energy cycles of what patterns are. Patterns are so important because it puts everything through its puzzles and everything together through its cloud formations. So you're getting better understanding what galaxies are. But remember, it's just a journey. So whatever you see in space and its continuum, everybody's going to go through its volumes. Okay. But I'm putting a force energy field around you because you're going to go through a higher dimension and vibration. You're going to see planets. You're going to feel heat. You're going to feel vibration. You're going to be vortexing through its cycle systems. Now, the psychomatical systems is correcting its energy cycles through its circuits. So it's extremely important that you guys know what is going on with your higher self. And this is going to show you what you need to do so the higher self gets into its continuous force. How to turn off its audio switch, you know? How to turn off its electrical devices. Because every planet and solar system intelligence resides in a different vibration, frequencies, and its shapes. So everything is line divide through its circuits. So everybody's getting full collaboration right now through relationship. We're not going through partnership yet because you guys got to get used to the atmosphere through the energy fields. Your energy cycles have to upwind itself. Everything is a reason. Everything. Hey, Reflection, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? I was just explaining to everybody, you know, Vesca and Light Being can explain to you what's going on right now, but I have to move my system forward because I'm high rising right now through a higher vibration. I'm on the highest dimension of highest dimensions through its mountains, through its atmospheres, its waters continuum, its air, its fire, its earth. Okay. So I'm high rising on its continuous force right now. Okay. And I'm also creating line divisions through its energy cycles, and I'm creating new energy systems through the body and ecosystem. So all this magnesium force is an energy field. So you guys are going to feel space. Okay. So I'm going to take your higher selves out of your body. Okay. With full control. Okay. That's what I mean is by having used mind telepathy. So you're going to feel pressure. You're going to feel tingles. You're going to feel speed force because your body and ecosystems are going through a higher dimension through its atmosphere. So all those connection devices are connected through the higher self. So that's what's going to happen right now. Okay. It's very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah. I just woke up and I went through a sliding dimension, and we're going to go feet first. We have to know what it's like to actually, you know, when you free fall from a sky fall, you know, when somebody falls and they're skydiving for the very first time, they're getting used to the altitude and all that. And they're trying to get their body in position and trying to find how to use levitation, how to keep your body in balance. Well, that's what we're going to do in space with the higher self today. So you're going to do spin cycles. You're going to go through different galaxies. You're going to go through different energies and particles. You're going to go through a lot of shapes, vibration, harmonics. I'm going to put everybody on harmonics for the very first time. Then you'll know what it feels like to be me. But like I said, it's just a journey. Okay? You guys have to rediscover yourself, how you can revolve around yourself through your body and ecosystems. Because everything is through its connection. It's high rising right now. My energetic system through its heart condition, through its multi-universal sacred heart, has full connection waves through all atmospheres, through dimensional realms of its multidimensional earth. So, like I said, there's a lot going on right now through the systems. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited. So how's everybody else doing? Hold on a sec. I need to charge my mechanism here through this electronic device. How's your reflection with your self-identity? And I don't mean reflection as, you're graphing, but I'm just talking about how do you guys feel like? Well, reflection, it's going to get a little bit more hotter because you're going to go through a different atmosphere, okay? I'm going to put you guys on a wind cycle, which is a spin cycle. So your connection devices through its electricity and its electronics are going to be high rising through the higher self. So you guys are going to, Yeah. So I'm just waiting for a couple of more people. Yeah. Every time I talk through my voicing grids, it's uprising your systems right now. Okay. It's recorrecting all your divisional lengths of shapes. So those pixels are reacting right now to the higher self. Yeah, so you guys are going to feel a lot more lighter. So everything I talk is going to volumize through your body and ecosystems. Okay. So I'm going to take all your higher selves out of your body. Okay. All right. So I want everybody to relax. Just try to just don't do too much. Okay. Because the energy cycles are going to go through its own divisions, and those divisions are high rising through the body and systems. So I'm creating a new energy field around there. So you guys are protected through its winds and its galaxies and its particles. You don't know what energies are up there. I do. So you're going to see a lot of vision at a lot of different things. Your perspective is going to see through its matrix. Okay. Okay. So the high rising systems right now is going through its energy source. Okay. So you guys, your body should be tingling right now. It should be tingling. So I'm taking your DNA structures into space right now. Okay. Now the visual is becoming more clear. You're seeing a lot more space. You're going through a different galaxy. You're getting used to your atmospheres, and your energy fields are circling through its higher self. And the higher self is using its continuous force through its space. And what's happening is you're correcting all its line divisions, and those shapes are becoming more clear to you. You're seeing a lot more vibration now. Your higher self is flying around through its atmosphere on a higher divisional level. And that frequency level is high rising your body systems. So all those electronic devices through the magnesium force that I'm giving you through its energy fields, you're past winding, okay, through a dimensional realm right now. You should be seeing circles. You should be feeling and seeing space through its century circle, which is the yin and the yang. So you'll see pictures, matrix, grids. You'll see line graphing. You'll see webbing graphing. So what is everybody experiencing now? Okay. So here we go. We're going to platitude back down onto the earth. Okay. Slowly. All right. I'm going to reduce the oxygen. We're going to go back into the Earth's atmosphere. The higher self is going to go back into your body. Okay. Here we go. Okay. What did everybody experience? Is everybody okay? They're disillusional. Did you see your body wavering? Did you see yourself rotating in different levels? Okay. Did you feel space? Did you see space? Did you see planets? Did you know? Plus two, the higher self when it's get connection with its space and its atmosphere. Hi, Gugu, how you doing? Basically, what happens is you get connected with the planet's solar system. Then you start hearing. You start hearing space. Okay. You start hearing its rotation of different solar systems. You start hearing the vibrations. Everybody reflects in a different way through their body and ecosystems. Yeah. Okay. So Veska experienced her heart activation. Reflection was hands were tingling. Everybody's ecosystem changes in a different atmosphere. Okay. You didn't see space. Okay. So you just felt your heart chakra activation. That's probably what it is. Yeah, your belief systems are open but not believable. So it takes time. Everything takes time. Go. There's a lot going on right now. You have to go back to the beginning. I'm just explaining to everybody what I did is I'm changing your body and ecosystems through a different dimension and uprising your circuits. So you're going through a higher vibration to the higher self. So I had full control of your higher selves. I took your higher selves out of your body and ecosystems. Okay. And trying to reflect on what's going on through space and its continuum through its vibration. So everybody's gonna, reflect. But what's happened now is I just upgraded your systems. Okay. So that magnesium energy force system is a plasma bubble, and that plasma bubble is going to protect you for its meditation methods, so you can go to a higher force. But you got to understand your audio switch, how to turn it on and off through its circuitry. Yeah, you'll figure that out with the male dominance and the female dominance, and it connect into one. Okay, once it connects into one, then you have full collaboration with your balance, your frequencies and levels of its harmonics. So basically, I gave you guys a test run of the higher self and what goes on through its atmospheres, through a higher dimension of its force and its energy cycles. So it's pretty powerful stuff. Your body and ecosystem, Gugu, is getting used to its transformation lights. It's getting connection through its wires, and you're getting connected through its atmosphere. So your body transformation is changing, okay? Everything is going to change around your system. The higher self has to get used to its oxygen through space and its continuum. But it's very important to you guys to realize that you have the human vessel. In the human vessel, okay, you're seeing everything around that. But for having its belief system through the higher self lives in space. You have to see yourself seeing space, but it has the belief system. You have to believe that you have a higher self. That's very hard to do. Okay. So that's why I'm giving you guys a little observation trip on what it's like to be the higher self and see everything in space and its continuum, because it's very real. The problem is a lot of people think they're still in their human body. They're not. They're in space, but the higher self is seeing everything, not just its earth, not just its atmospheres, okay, but space and the multiverse. It's a step-by-step process, but my energy cycles are so high rise right now, look, guys, it's unbelievable, the incredible force. All right. Now I'm doing circle line division right now. Okay. Now let me know if you feel a little bit dizzy and woozy. I'm energizing your systems through its body systems. You should be feeling some kind of circulation in the brain. How do you guys feel? You feel that electronic interference? That's what I'm talking about. That's by having control of the higher self, of what it can do. That's mastering the higher self and its circuits, everything in the body and ecosystems. Yes, it's the mechanics of everything around it. That's exactly right. So everybody feel a little bit woozy or like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Yeah, that's exactly it. But I'm learning a lot from you as you're going to learn a lot from me. So, I mean, it goes both ways, right? So you're feeling the energy, right? I feel lightheaded. So that's what I'm saying. So whatever I say is going to happen because I have control of higher self, right? That's how powerful you can be when you have control of your higher self. You can control things. Okay. Reflection. You feel dizzy or you feel lightheaded. Your head starts spinning, right? It's because the higher self understands its circuitry. It understands its energy cycles. It understands shapes, line divisions, calculation, modifications. Now I'm repeating myself because I'm in a higher form of its intelligence, but the highest form of intelligence today, because I've gotten so much information. And now through your energy cycles, you guys are collecting all its ideas and you're understanding patterns and you're understanding vibration, you're understanding frequencies and you're understanding harmonics. Yeah, it is a creation of its reality. That's exactly it. It's extremely beautiful. Yeah. So you get more control with your body and ecosystems now. And those ecosystems get more powerful when you guys start seeing space through the belief system. But you got to let yourself go. You can't think you're in the human. I felt someone's energies, and their energies are still in the human vessel. You can't be in the human vessel and go into space. You're going to distort everything in its space and its communication lines through its frequencies and its levels. You don't want to do that because that distorts everything through its shapes. Well, yeah, with great power it comes great responsibility. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I mean, when you understand about controlling the power grid, now it's through its energy source. We found the shape, we found the vibration, okay? So I have full control of its continuous lines through its communication and its telegraphing and its telecommunication of all communication lines of its atmospheres and cloud formations. So I have another chakra formation that was given to me. So I'm sending this back to you because you guys need to know what's going on. There's a lot going on right now. Oh, I love Spider-Man. I used to watch him when I was a kid. I learned a lot from Spider-Man. And you guys are going to have that spidey sense too. My spidey sense is tingling. You guys are going to have that. But you have to believe you have the higher self. You have to believe in space. Everything is a belief system. It's all mystical. It's all spiritual. Some of you are on a waving length through its energy system, and the spiritualism is going through its circle, but what you're doing is you're separating yourself. So one is human and one is spiritual. You have to be all spiritual through its plasma force. You have to be all spiritual. You can't be just a human vessel and go into space. When you're into space, you're a full continuous force of its spiritualism through the crown chakra. Actually, Goku, it's all senses, everything around. So the five senses, there's six. Actually, there's more than six senses, actually. But yeah, you got the touch, you got the feel, you got the sight, and you got the hear, and you got the smell. So those five senses, but there's more senses in space and its continuum. Okay. So the grounds formulates everything through its electricity. You guys have to understand with the higher self, it has to get control with its ground formations. It has to get control with its atmospheres and cloud formations. It has to get control with the galactic solar sun planet and the galactic moon and its communication waves of all lengths, sizes, shapes, knowings and doings of thoughts, thinkings, and everything around its solar systems and its connection ways of all communication lines. Okay. All right. The telegraphing pathic ways, okay, of the transformation lights of the Kundalini, the healing connection source through the body and ecosystems, and all its circuitry through dimensional realms of the definitive self. Yeah, it's all about integration, but it goes way beyond that, Veska. Way beyond. Everything through its knowledge that I'm giving you right now is way beyond on any system. The human language, yeah, is extremely proactive, and the energy that goes into you. Once you understand the energy that goes into you, you become more powerful and more energetic and more voiceable. You know, sometimes I self-win my voicing capacitors in either a low command or a high command. If it's in a high command, I'm going through a plasma force, through an energy force, through a planet and solar system of its vibration, through higher intelligence. Okay, so my communication lines and its pyramids are using its laser mechanisms through its ground formations and its electronic devices, through the clouds and everything around its dimensional rounds of higher densities of light. And that continuous force collaborates on sequences of how you can go from density, okay, to medium density, to high density, to extreme, and then to a multi, and then to the galactic. Mm-hmm. Humans, yes, they have very much potential, but they have to understand the spiritual side of it. Vibration, communication, energy, thought, and heart. Yeah, that's what it is. Reflection. Once you're in the galactic system and you're in the galactic higher self, you eradicate everything through its ramifications of all its collected devices, of all its energy systems. Everything you'll understand. So you guys are getting connection ways right now and understand what a system is through a systematical system. Systematical system is you. The energy cycles, okay, are its galaxies through its circulation and rotation, through its vibration and its frequencies, through its harmonics. So I'm not going to give you too much because you guys still have to understand the higher self. You still have the belief system, but you got to really, really connect with the spiritualism. Really open that energy cycle. Like, this is you, okay? And around this is the spiritualism, okay? You can't have human and spiritual. It's got to be connected into one to see everything. That's how it works. So, your reflections are changing. Your perspective is changing. You guys just have to meditate more so you can reach that vibration. Like Veska's doing a really good job. She's communicating on so many different levels through the love and the heart condition. She's uniting through its electricity devices and everything through her body and ego systems right now. So she's feeling really good about that. She's getting more connection with her community. She's getting more informative with her energy fields. Okay. She's understanding herself, her definitive self, and she's getting formalized with her higher self. But you guys have to get the human vessel out of your head. The mind capacity through the mind telepathy, through everything is through mind interception. Okay. And mind interacting is when you're in space, you're going through another system, another vibration, another dimension. So that's why I put you guys on that journey to know what it's like to interact with higher intelligence. Okay. So, like I said, everything I give you is going to happen. So when you resonate off this channel, these things are going to happen to you through dream awakenings, through eye perceptions, voicing grids, audio perception, sensory perception, your matrix grids, everything through its line formations and its shapes, through its vibration and its harmonics. Okay. So you guys are getting more connected with the higher self. You are the higher self, which is great. So yay. So we have that full connection device right now through its electrical circuits and its energy circuits. So once you get those connection ways, you can correct your divisions and use your line formations through the perspective of its eyes. And once you get connected with that, you can understand its matrix, its grids, and it's all this electricity through the ground formations. The higher self has to understand what ground formation is. It's like learning for the very first time how to walk or talk or say something in a sentence, or uprise by not just walking and talking, but also listening, right? Because when you're a baby, you're listening. That's all a baby does. And then it starts voicing opinions, and then it starts bringing out words, and it starts evolving, it starts growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, more knowledgeable, more intelligent, right? So try to be that kind of formalization. This is kind of like being the inner and outer child, having the heart of a child. That's the higher self. You guys have to have more fun with it and not try to take it so seriously. It's a fantastic thing when you just open the mind, okay? Open the mind frequencies. And now, right now, you have energy that's going into you. I'm giving your upgrades a little bit more. So the energy I give to you, you should understand its significance. And then the reason why I can tell that through the solar texting, because everybody's getting smarter through their intelligence, okay? So I'm opening up all those frequencies through the brain frequencies. And those brain frequencies are firing and wiring right now. So every time you get up through its systems, your energized systems are high rising through its vibrations. So it's a step-by-step procedure reflection. There's a lot going on, man. The explanation is not even explanation. It just goes way beyond anything, But as long as you guys are listening, as long as you're understanding, and as long as you're knowing, you can get higher intelligence. And I see it already. You guys are incredible force that's going on right now, because you're asking more questions, but they're more complicated. But you're getting more knowledge. You're getting more intelligent. You're understanding your body and ecosystems. You're not just a human vessel anymore. You're a higher light of formation. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. So it feels like 5-10 minutes, and I've been almost 40 minutes. It's because I had a lot to say. There's so much energy that went into me right now. So I'd like to talk about dimensional realms and how you can slide through its frequencies and its harmonics. So it's kind of like, it's called roping. You're roping electricity devices. It's like sliding through a tunnel, but you have to get used to what's going on. That's where you use your hand circuits, and your hand circuits are connected through its energy wires. And all those electricities through the alignments of the bodies and the panels are procreating through its devices. So everything is connected, right? When you're in space, and its velocity of its acceleration. So everybody should be feeling extremely, extremely energetic right now. And your connection waves and your energy fields are getting more connected now. Well, you're going to be able to run faster. The routine that you're doing right now is going to triple its force, right? Because you're not just running, the higher self is running too. The more you get connected with yourself, the more you get connected with the higher self. And the higher self becomes you. Yeah. Yeah, like use the force, Luke. Well, reflection, that's what the higher self lives on. It lives on speed, acceleration, and velocity, because it has to go through different dimensions. And the only way to do that is to understand its vibration through its planets and solar systems. Because every higher intelligence resonates around its electrical fences and its force fields and its energy fields, right? So it's all about speed. All dimensions are speed through a higher force. That's what it runs on, and electricity. Amanda, how you doing? There's a lot going on right now, Amanda, so you have to watch the video from the beginning. I upgraded all your systems. Your energy cycles are a lot more faster now. So it's continuous force. You're going to see faster. You're going to talk faster. Your eyes are going to be brighter. You're going to see more 3-dimension. You're going to see cloud formations. You're going to feel its energy with its cloud formations. Not communication yet. We still got to get connected with the higher self fully. So if you guys have full connection, you can talk to Amanda. She high rises on vibration. So if you have any questions, she can help you out. You guys are a community now. You guys are all connected through the system. So there's so much love and support through its continuous force that's going on in the galactic system. Well, Amanda, you're stuck in 3D right now because you're thinking 3D. You're thinking of the human vessel. And like I said, once you understand its knowledge of the higher self and you become completely the higher self in your body on a day-to-day basis, which is extremely hard to do, it's not just I just live in a human vessel, but I am the higher self in my body every single day. Okay, it's the hardest thing to do because I have to get used to there's atmosphere, it's gravitation, it's humans, it's human behavior, voicing signals, everything around its system, which is different. Movements are different. Humans don't fly in the air, right? Only higher selves and galactic higher selves fly in the air. So that's what I'm talking about, getting used to it. You guys are getting used to the higher self. I'm getting used to the human vessel. So when you go beyond the human vessel, you'd be amazed what happens to the psyche, to the brain, to the mind. It opens everything. And then you realize, wow, I feel the higher self. And it just doesn't become feel, it becomes reaction through its interaction. Interfacing is everything through planet solars and intelligence. Okay. Then you understand vibration. Then you understand energy fields. Then you understand your body and ecosystems and everything around its atmospheres through its cloud formations, the galactic solar sun planet, and the galactic moon. Yeah, you could say that. It's kind of crazy beautiful. That's definitely one way of looking at it for sure. So yeah, exactly. Everybody's high rising on a different vibration through its body and ecosystems. So, but you have all connections with your higher self. But you got to formalize your higher self. You got to understand everything in its higher self and its circuitry. I think that's what it is. That's going to take a long time because you have to know every component, every circuitry, every element that resides, and everything's connected through the higher self, right? Just like the anatomy of a human body has its bone structure, everything's connected, all ligaments, right? All connected, right? Humans wave on a different wavelength than a higher self. So, the more you get informed with your century circle, which is the yin and the yang, then you understand what flow is. Flow, 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 flow. Okay, nothing but flow, flow. Let it flow, right? That's what I'm talking about. Everything is flowing mechanism. If the mind flows, the meditation flows, everything around it and the higher self of its source and its energy connection will high rise on so many dimensional levels of its vibration, and then you'll reach its harmonics. But you got to understand its continuous force. You can't just high rise yourself through one dimension and then stay there, because there's so many dimensions of vibrations, so many. But it's all about formulating calculation. Oh, no, all energy is within. Once you understand your higher self within, everything resonates around out, because you start seeing things different. Everything is seeing, talking, and listening. Everything is within, everything. And that's where it becomes spiritual. And then that crowd formation starts circulating, rotating through its solar and mechanisms. And then you get connection waves through your chakra formations. Okay? But your main objective today is really understand the higher self, all its connections and its components through its circuitry. It's extremely difficult to explain, but you guys are getting the A, B's, and C's and 1, 2s, and 3s. Okay? Two dimension, 3 dimension, 4th dimension. We're coming into the 5th dimension, right? So it's extremely mystical and magical if the higher self has its connection waves through the 5th dimension and its vibration. In retrospect, it's not science. Okay? It's not science at all. It's just the title below my profile says science and technology, because there's nothing else that I can explain it with. So everybody gets a better understanding of what science technology is, but it goes beyond its vibration. It goes beyond its higher self. It goes beyond its dimension. It goes beyond its galaxy. It goes beyond its multi-universe. It goes beyond high rising of its source. It goes beyond communication. So that's what it is. And so on, and so on, and so on. So it's constantly going on a continuous force. And once you guys find that continuous force, you follow through its focus and knowledge and moving ahead. And then you'll get a better understanding how to balance out your energy fields, your energy cycles through its divisions. Because everything line formates, everything understands through its systems of its energy cycles. So once you get full knowledge and collaboration through relationship and partnership of all communication lines, then you're connected to the higher self. And then pretty soon you won't have to meditate, because it's already there. Well, reflection, I mean, you're taking animation into reality. So those two don't combine. You know? Well, yeah, for example, when the coyote's trying to find the roadrunner, Mimi, always trying to find a way to use inventions to catch the roadrunner, right? One particular was funny is when he falls off a cliff and he goes, in reality, if a human did that, what would happen, right? So that's why it's a cartoon. That's the difference between animation and reality. But in reality, through its virtual reality, is space, and it's unknown. Let's call it the unknown and beyond. Okay? Just imagine that you're going through a dimensional realm and you're going through its continuous force, through the galactic higher self. It is so long, it is so fast. You have to understand its vibration because it gets higher and higher and higher and higher. And that's why I mean, with the higher self, you have to understand its circuitry because you don't want to blow its system through its century circle, which is the yin and the yang. You know, it will break the dimensional realm. Okay. It will voice it to another opinion because everything is thought through space and its continuum, because all those communication lines through the higher self is connecting through its energy waves, through its electricity, through its electronics. Okay. Everything through its galaxy and its dimensional circles is correcting all its divisions through its webbing graph. So not only you're changing shapes, but you're changing your mind and your thoughts. That's why it's extremely important to know the higher self when you're going through a velocity speed of acceleration, and understand the audio switch, how to turn it on and off through its vibration. Oh, space and reality and the galactic. Yeah, it's a tremendous force. It's always on a flow. It never stops. The only time it stops is when it's listening and you're meditating. That's the only time. Okay, when I say there's dimensions through its vibration, now there's all different kinds of spiritualism, okay? There's high rising on different sequences of steps. And every time you go through a high rising, you're going through a different dimension. So that's where the psychic comes in. It's just like the higher self and how fast he goes and how high he wants to go through a dimension, right? Same with the psychic, because the psychic zodiacs on your body and the ecosystem through the mind and capacitor of what you know through your thoughts. How powerful are you with your thoughts? How powerful are your energy fields? So the psychic attacks your body and ecosystem through its intelligence and its knowledge. You don't have to think. You know how powerful you are. Soon as you doubt your transformation lights and your energy cycles through the healing transition, itself wins itself and breaks its fossils. Now, those fossils through its galaxies changes its vibration. Okay, so that's what I mean by psychic. You can high rise on different divisions through psychic and its healing. But it's understanding your dream awakening and how formulative you are with how much energy through the healing you know. Right? It's understanding your awakening. It's understanding your past reference of your dreams. Right? Like I said, I went from one planet system to another planet system. But once you understand your 100 self in that perspective through its knowledge, intelligence, and its energy fields of its healing transition, everything connects. Okay? And then you become extremely powerful because you know everything through the galactic system. And that's how powerful you can be. Because it's no longer a doubt system. You don't doubt anything. You don't doubt your thoughts, right? And the negative thoughts just bounce off you. boom, 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 boom. Negative thoughts are coming in, boom, 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 boom. But you have an energy field. Once you understand your energy fields and your energy cycles through its line divisions of the force fields, everything will bounce off, all that negativity. It will bounce off you. You won't reflect to it because you're high rising through your system through a higher vibration. You're going to lose interest in people because you're in a higher vibration right now. Everybody's the higher self. So you're going to lose interest in people that you've known for years. I've known somebody for 20 years. And I can't reside with him anymore through its resonance because his energy fields and body and ecosystems, I can't formalize and talk through its collectiveness. Collectiveness through your divisions of the voicing grids. So my vibration is high rised and he's here. He's here and I'm way, way up here. So there's no way to communicate, It makes a lot of sense because everything is vibration. And everything is circle through its vibration. That's what it is. It goes around and round and round. Right? Vibration is a communication line to another vibration, which is one human vessel to another human vessel. Okay? So let's say, for example, this human vessel has a higher frequency, and this vessel here has a lower frequency. You're going to find the tendency of that vibration is going to go higher because it doesn't know how to communicate with the lower vibration. So the lower vibration, either he stays where he's at, or she, or it goes down and always up, always up. It always keeps going forward, right? It's not going to go back down and see how you're doing. It goes up. But the more you go up, the more you understand, the more you connect with other people on your vibration. So yeah, you totally can. Exactly. Exactly, Veska. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Need to learn to access collaboration and partnership through vibration. But it's relationship, then partnership. But yeah, Veska's got the right idea. See? You guys are learning its concepts. You're understanding what's going on through the systems. Everything is a journey. Yeah. Exactly. Everything's a journey. And that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it adventurous. That's what makes it amazing, tremendous, outstanding. And then everything self-evolves around that. And the thing is, too, when I go outside, I resonate around everybody. And everybody's in a great mood. Because my vibration is so high, people don't know what to do. Right? Because you're creating a reality around its atmosphere and its energy fields. So you're building collaboration, relationship, and partnership with everything around its community. That's what's going to happen with you guys. And you're going to connect in a higher vibration through other people, through knowledge and intelligence of higher forms of other intelligence and its planets and solar systems. So, but your connection wires and your connection energy waves are fantastic. You guys are doing an amazing job. So, you guys should give yourself a lot of credit because you're definitely going through that tremendous force. And nothing stops. Everything keeps going, right? And they're asking, some people, the ones that are in a lower vibration, they'll look at you and they'll say, whoa, you look different. And then once you understand your energy fields, you start glowing. Everything around you say, why are you glowing? You look like you're glowing, because you're not on Earth's atmosphere. You're different. You've gone through a different oxygen, and you're your higher self through the galactic system. That's why everybody sees you different, right? Because you're high rising on an altitude of a new vibration. So everybody's going to go through that too, through their energy fields. You're going to get that glowing essence through the meteorological systems. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Peace and unity. Yeah. Of all consciousness. Yeah. Of all body and ecosystems. Collaboration through full relationship, partnership of all vibrations. Through the balance and equilibrium of the condension of its multi-universal connection waving energy heart. Crystallizing body. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the higher self, once you get formalized with your higher self, it's going to push you and push you because you're listening now. Okay, take it easy, Amanda. Yeah, okay. For example, you know what unites the body through its energy fields and the energy source it's given to you through the energy cycles is the pixels. The pixels unite through the chakra formations. Chakra formations unite through the circuits, and the circuits unite through the human vessel. And the human vessel, okay, communicates with its galactic solar sun planet, which resonates a huge glow around your system. That's what protects you from the sun from getting burned, right? But once you understand the galactic solar sun and its energy, you're going to have this amazing glow. And once you communicate it, you're going to high rise your system through its velocity, speed of knowledge and intelligence. So, yeah, you're going to find that, Amanda. Yeah, you're not going to be able to relate with a lot of people. They're so programmed because they live on a daily life, basic life, and they don't feel fulfilled, because they don't realize what they can have, and there's a lot more that they can achieve for themselves, right? This has no relatable to the higher self. This is you getting connection with yourself, right? If you start worrying about everything else, then there's a problem. You're worrying about other people and not worrying about yourself. So what's going on here? What do I need to do to fix this? Just accept yourself that you need help. And the only way to help is to help yourself. But it's listening to the self. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, reflection. You're going to be speaking a lot faster now because your energy cycle's up rising through its atmospheres and its dimensions through its galaxies. So your voicing grids are getting more connected now through its communication lines of the multiverse. So everybody's going to be talking in a higher frequency level. Mm-hmm. Soul beyond. Yep. Exactly. I don't think anybody's conscious of their own thoughts. They just see it for what it is, and they live their daily lives, and they don't think that they can go forward. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are timid. A lot of people just want to stay the way they are. A lot of people want to stay in their relationships because they feel content and comfortable. A lot of people are afraid of change. I think that's the biggest thing. If you can change your mind, you can change your frequencies, you can change your vibration, you can change your harmonics, you can change your energy fields, you can change your body and ecosystems through the brain frequencies. Then you change everything around. Once you change yourself, everything around you changes. Anna, you missed a lot. It's like, what did I miss? What did I miss? Oh no, oh no. I give you guys at least 45 minutes to an hour for scheduling. So, and I do it in the mornings. When I'm traveling, I'm going to be in Mexico City next week. So, and I'm going to Cancun in August. So I'll be on my cell phone doing live shows in front of the water. That's going to be fun. And the beautiful thing is that every time I go through my body and ecosystems and I give you all this information, it's always different. Some are relatable through its discussions and its, the relapse and reviews of what is said. So, but there's always stuff moving. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Like I said, whatever you miss, Eric and Anna, you can just watch back. So I could rewind my systems, but that would just overload my systems because with your energy, you move forward, you don't go back, right? That's why I'm saying we have reviews, and those relapses through its body systems is transferring all its light formations. So it's getting full connection waves, but I got to go through the collective images and process all that information through its rewind. So I don't want to do that. But oh, Anna had a good question too. It was about cultures in the galactic system. Everybody resides on a different vibration. Now, it's all about understanding collaboration, relationship, and partnership with all intelligence, because all intelligence has a different system, body and ecosystem. All intelligence has a different knowledge and intelligence. So we all are related the same, except we live on different planets and solar systems through its energy and its force fields. But as it comes to cultures, ethnicity, everybody has a different coloration through its multiverse, and it depends on your DNA structure. You could be on a heat source, you could be on a cold source through its planet. And there's also, there's cold fronts too on different galaxies, because there's a lot of planets on different galaxies too. So, I mean, there's so much intelligence, it's unreal, but everything resides on a different vibration. So, yeah, forward, always forward. Confidence is everything. It's everything to its journey. It's everything to its mind and its brain. It's everything to the body and ecosystems. It's everything to the connection of let's just call it They're harmonic connection, heart, multi-universal, sacred wheel. Everything is on a wheel. Okay? Everything's on a wheel. And the more you understand its cycle and its wheel through its DNA structure, the more you understand your higher self and what it needs to do. How does it move forward? Right? So it's all about karma. Everybody can understand what karma is, right? Do you want to stay on the wheel? Or do you want to get off and go up? Because everybody lives the past. They don't know how to move forward. They don't want to move forward. They're comfortable where they are. They don't realize they can move forward. You have to understand your system. You have to understand your human vessel. You have to understand your higher self. You have to understand nature's core. You have to get better communication with yourself, your friends, your family, your loved ones, everything around you through the connection of its multi-universal sacred heart and its connection of its wheel. Remember I was telling you about, there was, I think in my last video, it was way back, but I was talking about karma and its wheel, how you go from, like I said, you have the galactic higher self. Well, with the galactic higher self, there's also karma wheels, okay? There's the significance of the inner and outer child, karma wheel. And then there's the definitive self, karma wheel. And then you have the higher self, karma wheel. And then you have the solar, and they're harmonic, and then the galactic. That's what I mean by karma, because you're always going up. You can resonate on a certain level and stay there if you're comfortable. But it's extremely important to know that you can move higher and faster. That's what I mean by karma. Because karma is not karma, is more to it than that. And it goes way beyond its system, because you understand the energetic system, which is high rising through the inner, and then it becomes outer. That's what I mean by the galactic inner and outer force. Everybody's stuck in a loop. They just don't know how to get off. They don't know how to get off the swing. You fall down, you get back up, and you learn from experience, you know? So. Reflection, that's a good question. It all relates on your planet's solar system. And you guys are going to keep going through its atmospheres. You're going to go through your dream awakening until you realize that you're stopping and evolving and know exactly who you are. That's when you start healing. But you got to understand your dream awakening. You got to understand that you've been going through so many thousands of dimensions of different people. You have to get knowledge on every system that you were at. Like I said, I'm an archangel. I'm a demigod. Commander-in-Chief of the Galactic Federation. Ruler of Vanguard Starseeds and Lightworkers. Transformation Lights of Skunanlini. Master and healer of all synchronizing souls through the systematical and body and ego systems. I'm a supreme being of light, river of light. I'm a demigod through its light force, through the galactic system and the energy core. That's who I am. These things take time. Time consuming, time's continuing, speed's continuing, slow continuing. Yeah, you're connecting a lot faster. Yeah, because you're understanding your higher self. So the more you understand your higher self, the more you can go through your dream awakening of past references of who you were. Guys, very important. If you understand who you are through your past lives, then you become very powerful. Well, Amanda knows who she is. She's very informative, right? She has the connection energy waves. She knows her systems. So that's what I'm talking about. Once you understand. There you go. Reflection was a shamanic healer in past life. That's a start, guys. You gotta understand, once you have a dream awakening and you can recite your dream, everything falls in place. So you're going to understand every past life that you were. And then you start evolving, and then you start expanding, and then you start helping. Knowledge is everything to the human mind. Once you open the mind and its frequencies through the brain frequencies, you're on your way to success and perfection. Yeah, like I said, once you understand your past lives, and you can go full force with everything, everything becomes a lot more easier for you. And once everything's aligned, what happens now is you finally get connection with space continuum and the multiverse. But you have to go through those waving links. You have to go through those past experiences. You have to decipher who you are. Because, yes, I'm Andrew, but I'm in a human vessel, but I know everything about me, right? That's what I'm talking about. Somebody comes up to you and say, "Who are you?" And say, "What do you mean? Who am I?" Well, who are you? Are you going to be able to answer that question? Or does it have to be more specific? Everything in detail has to be specific through space continuum. And it's much easier if the line formations are a lot shorter than longer. Because you know the answer already, because you're using mind telepathy. So your connection waves are going through one human vessel to the other. So it's all about listening to what's going on. It's all about understanding and listening. Communication is so important from one human to another. If you're communicating and you're not sure what's going on, then you got to ask yourself, okay, what did I say something wrong? That's where we get ahead of ourselves, and that's when we can't start thinking. We start twitching, our eyes go up and down. You start scratching your head, your body reacts, you scratch, you do whatever. But you're reacting to a question that you know nothing about, because you're thinking on a conscious through a human vessel. You're not thinking on a subconscious through a galactic self. It is, yeah, it is amnesia, exactly. But once you awake, you start seeing everything in a whole new light. So, but everything around us and everything around you guys is connecting so well right now, you know? Oh yeah, twins are so important. They're the other side of you through its cosmos and its multiverse. But see, dreams are everything to the psyche. The psyche itself, right, is the transformation lights. And once you get connected with the spiritualism, it goes into a whole unity of its force. Because then you understand light and dark. And then your energy fields get a lot more sensitive through its energy cycles, through its human vessels. So if you're feeling energy with somebody that's not high rised as you, you'll feel its energy and you'll feel its dark energy. That's what I mean by having relationship and partnership. So that's where the psyche comes in, the transformation lights. You'll be able to connect with that energy field because it's either light or dark or all dark. I can't hold still when going to sleep. You're talking about your energy cycle through its divisions of the higher self and its velocity of speed? Because you're high rising your communicative energy ways right now, Dustin. It is possible. It is possible, Amanda. Yeah. Anything is possible. No, nothing is a coincidence. Not when you're in space and it's continuing, because you get the truth knowledge of everything around you and its atmospheres through the higher selves. Once you understand your planet and your solar system that you reside on, you understand its communication and you understand the community around you. Well, your energy cycles will either connect with one to another, knowing, yes, I known you before, and you're on a different solar system, but you're the higher self. So it's kind of, reliving a civilization on its own through space, and it's continuing. Being concerned about your direction is not a problem. It's just understanding your focus and why you are focusing. Don't focus on the outcome. Focus on what's happening in the moment. If you focus on the outcome, you're going to crash into a planet. You don't want to do that. You're thinking the obvious of everything that's going to happen before it happens. Don't think like that. Just live the moment. Just live the meditation. Let it ride with its system. Get used to your energies. Get used to your body and ego systems. Get used to the speed and velocity of the higher self. Get used to your perception and everything around you that you see through its dimensions and its matrix. Don't be concerned about direction. Everything will fall in place. Everything has to fall in place. But, he rises a good question, and I'll tell you why. It depending if you're tired or you feel really sleepy and you just feel groggy or you just got off work, whatever, and you're just so extreme with tiredness, you don't know what to do. For example, talking about direction or misdirection or misinformed, anything that relates to direction. So I was on the subway, but this is way before I wasn't awake. Okay. I was just in a human vessel. I wasn't even with higher self at the time. So I got on the subway thinking I'm going in the right direction. So it took me 3 or 4 stops to realize, I'm going the wrong way. I wasn't paying attention. As soon as you stop paying attention, everything around you changes. And then you have to reset its system through the body and ecosystem, change and relocate its direction through its vibration. Now I'm talking through the higher self, through the connection wires of its galaxies and its dimensional realms. But I think you guys understand what's going on here when it comes to direction and misdirection. You're just misinformed or you're just tired, whatever. But if you're awake and you do the same thing, well, that's just, a problem for you because you're not thinking, right? But when you're in space, there's no thinking. It's knowing and doing. So I thought I'd just share that with you guys when I was younger. Well, the destination is important. That's where it comes into, you're going from one place to the other. But if you're not paying attention, everything around you is going to change. So you're not getting connected with anything. You're just forgetting. And the mind sees that, the brain sees that, the body, and the ego. I try to be that kind of form. I can go down a dial tone, but I'm extremely high vibration, the highest vibration that you can consume through the body and ecosystem, through the higher self or the galactic higher self. But I try my best to reach that level of where you guys are at, so you get a better understanding and how it all makes sense. Well, you never ever make the same mistake twice. And if you do, well, then you have to either go back to your, to the beginning of, okay, what am I doing wrong here? The reason why these things are happening to you is because you don't meditate. When you meditate, everything around you makes sense. The atmosphere comes more clear to you. Nature's core comes more clear to you. Everything around you becomes more clear to you. Even communication. Through you and through others. It's a waving length of rhythm, and everything flows around you. And calmness, right? You become more calmer. That's a good question. You resonate in different solar systems and in planets, but through space continuum, Your parents through space continuum, they only reside through the human vessel of the biological parents. So everything in space continuum is you and its reflection to all its dream awakenings of your past references that you had, living those past references of other things or other beings. So, no. You were given a human vessel with biological parents living on a human earth form. Okay? Everything in space continuum is kind of like a dream. And it doesn't allow you to see the dream because you're not ready. You're not connected. And once you get connected, then you get more formulative what's going on through space and its multiverse. But there's no space parents in space continuum, no. That's great, Dustin. Find a better way to formulate yourself through its meditation. Find an easier way so you can direct yourself and move forward, so you don't have those miswires or crosswires of everything that goes on through its higher self. And you can be connected with space friends that are related to you through other dimensions of its parallels. And because there's so many dimension rounds through its vibration and planets and solar systems, okay? Now, let's just say we redirect everything and you don't live on Earth. You live on another solar system, okay? Those connection waves are living through its present now. You're not living through its past, because the past resonates around its multidimensional Earth through a human form. So if you're a space form from the very beginning, then there would be space parents. But because of the dimensional round, through the multiverse that you're in, through its Earth, you have biological parents through the human vessel. But everything happens through the dream awakening. If that's easier for you, if that makes a little bit more sense. Oh, Vesca, I'm extremely informative with the galactic system. Everybody is a twin, yeah. They call it a kinetic force, an energy source through one through another, which becomes one. It's your other half. Soulmate. Everybody has a soulmate, and that's what a twin is. If you're connected with your twin, that's great, because now you have kinetic energy through them. Yeah, there is some significance there, Vesca. I mean, Neo from The Matrix, the movie, heals and all flows in his command. The reality that he was living in, okay, he was deciding whether to stay or go. Should I take the red pill or the blue pill? Okay, no, that's how the Matrix is in real life, but that's just an example. So you're making choices of directions or where you want to go, right? So that's talking about moving forward. Because he had two identities and he couldn't defy one from another, right? No, you only have one twin, which is a separate energy of yourself, which is the opposite of yourself, the male and the female. But there are friends and relatable relatives in space that you would know about. That's how you're familiarized when you walk on the street and you remember that person from another past life. You know that person from another solar system. And now you resonate because you're on that same vibration. So I hopefully that will clear things up for you guys. Both. You have to be both, Vesca, to have the healing power. You have to be the masculine and the female dominance. Lemuria that I resonate on through its habitat is full control of Mother Gaia. It's nature's core. Okay? And that's a female planet. Atlantis is a masculine planet. Eric, it depends on the energy that's given to you. So what I've given you is quite a bit. I've given you observations through space continuum, space odyssey, galaxies, different dimensions, vibrations, shapes, understanding windsurfing. You can windsurf through space. That's where you control the audio switch on and off. This is the higher self. Now you guys are going like this, going straight up, right? Energy comes down into the crown chakra. It's given to you. Now it all depends on where it's coming from, what galaxy, what universe, multi-universe, because there's so many different dimensions through vibrations. So those energies are connecting to where the chakra formation is through its century circle, which line divides its shape and its communication through its radio signal. So whatever chakra formation you open up has full connection waves through the brain and frequencies as it reads its connection through its radio signals. Okay? So when I'm in a higher self, I'm integrating through its speed, but I'm doing this, twirling like that, going through another dimension, creating shapes and line divisions, web graphing. I'm opening up frequencies, creating new energy fields, gravitational belts. So that's what I mean by upgrading body and ecosystems. That's what I'm doing for you guys. So you guys can understand the higher self is very connected to you. It becomes extremely real to your human vessel. And everything is reacted through its multiverse. So if you're having connection and you're getting close counters with the planet, that's going to energize your systems and you're going to feel heat, right? So it's connecting through the pixels, and those pixels are activating your energy cycles and your circuits. Okay? So everything takes a matter of time. It depends on how high you go through a dimension of its frequency. So it's just be for a couple of days, and then it will go away, and then it will subside and it will balance out. I gave you a lot today because you guys are learning fast. Your solar texts are continuing through its own force. You're getting more knowledgeable and more intelligent. So yeah, the integration of heart and mind, yeah. But you guys got to think way beyond that. Heart is not a heart. The more you think of that, the more you know, the more you feel, the more you are. It's a multi-dimensional earth communicated of all lines, frequencies, levels of its harmonics. That's what the heart is. That's how you guys have to understand how to use your thoughts. Heart is not just the heart, it's medical systems. Now, you guys aren't going to say that because you're not at that level in intelligence, right? But you will. That's what I mean by understanding energy and everything around you. And then everything becomes more clear. Everybody's learning the next levels, and that's what's great. You guys are learning so fast. You're going to be able to help others, friends and family, all your loved ones. That's the most important thing. Your energy, your vibration, frequency levels, and your energy cycles. But let's just take one sequence at a time here, okay? Because there's a lot going on right now. So I don't want to go too ahead, get everybody lost. Does time collapse? There's two observations through that, Anna. Time collapses through the mind and the brain frequencies through the human vessel. But when it comes to space continuum, it's a whole nother level. Okay? That's changing, not just changing your mind frequency through its vibration, its locations of its allocations and its shapes. Everything through, if you're talking about collapse, it's a whole nother division of a negativity, okay? Negativity, if a vibration breaks, this is vibration. Now, as soon as it breaks, it changes its galaxy. It changes its realms. It changes its energies. It changes its higher self. It changes the human vessel. Understand? That's what time collapse is. So these things can't happen. It can't. It can't happen. It's like a black hole. Black hole can't happen either. It's just suggestive mastering thoughts that are put into your head. If you put a negative thought, so it can merge, but it's got to go forward. It's got to flow. You can't go back. Oh, you're welcome, Veska. You're learning a lot more right now about the higher self, which is great. And the communication around its solar systems and space and its continuum. So oh, you're extremely welcome. Where did that come from? I said extremely instead of just you're welcome. See, that's what I'm talking. You guys have to think on a different level of its frequencies. Once you get connected with your energy, your knowledgeable will become more stronger and definite. So you won't be saying one word, you'll be saying something added to it. So instead of saying collaboration, you say continuous flowing collaboration. So timing is the essence. You just live the presence. but it's understanding your past so you can move forward. If you don't understand your past, you can't move forward. If you don't understand your dream awakening, you can't move forward. If you can't understand yourself, you can't move forward. Amanda, you only create your negative thoughts, nobody else. You create your own dark vibration. The more and more you resonate, the more and more you be less concerned, Amanda. You'll get more informative with your positive thoughts than your negative thoughts. Because the multiverse only connects on positive feeds. It doesn't connect on negative thoughts. It only moves forward. It's giving you what you want. Exactly. You're coming to terms with that. That's good. That's good. Everybody's going to start reflecting the same way. So, see, that's the way. Look how Vesca. I love who I am and all people around me also. So, you're frustrated because you're getting ahead of yourself. You got to relax the system. Try to meditate. Close your eyes for a second and just reopen them. You got to reanalyze your analytical systems through the energy cycles. You're high rising right now, so you got to bring that down to its balance. That's all you got to do. Everybody goes through that. It's just mastering your balance. That's all it is. Everything through meditation is balance. Probably because you're going through another cycle and you're going through. Some people meditate. If you start crying, that means you're opening up the heart and its condition. It's sacred heart, multi-universal connection heart. You're opening a whole nother waving length of its body and ecosystem. So it's using electronics outward and it's expanding your horizons and you're upwinding your upgrades through your uplinks and your downloads. So that's why you're probably feeling a little emotional right now, Amanda. Anna. You guys are going to go through all that. You're going to start crying. You're going to get emotional because you're getting in touch with space and its continuum because everything resides in emotion, physical and mental. So, yeah, just let it go. Feel it. Let the kinetic energy, multi-universal sacred heart connect in all ways and forms. Let it expand. Let it open. Let it arise. Get connected with its multiverse. Get connected with its community. Get connected with the higher self. Get connected with everything around you. Yeah. Everybody has to go through this experience. So let's call this emotional connection energy waving channel. Every time I channel in different ways through its energies, but it always has its balance. It always has its. So the information I give to you is uprising your upgrades. You're just expanding your horizons through the body and ecosystems, Vesca. You're becoming more powerful. You're opening up the heart. the sacred universal heart. It's the connection waves of all forms. Yeah, yeah. It's coming into unconditional love, but you guys got to follow up on that, and then you got to surrender yourself to space continuum. Fully and completely. Open heartless. It's the only way you're going to connect. Yeah, surrender is everything. Yeah. Thank you, Veska. We're loving community, and everything around us is resonating. So emotional right now. Dustin, you're going through congestive ways right now. You're still thinking of it or your human vessel. You have to think like a higher self. And the only way to do that is to meditate. Listen to the higher self. When the higher self connects through the energy source, through its electronics, then you're going to start understanding where your galactic family is. You'll start resonating around people, and then you'll get connection waves. You have to get connected with your energies. You have to get connected with listening. You have to get connected with its history. You got to get connected with your vibration. It's the only way you're going to connect with your galactic history and its family. That will be done. Yeah. True words from the source himself. Integrate, yeah. You got to listen and open the mind, Dustin. You got to formulate yourself as a child. I think back when you were maybe 4 or 5. Some people have a hard time because their past references are hard to focus, and you don't have those understanding what's happening, forgetful. So once you start listening, I know. My energy cycle is a high riser right now. Yeah, it's unsustainable right now. So I'm going through so many circuits through its communication devices, and there's a lot of energy cycles that are going through its own divisions. So I'm going to let everybody go. It's not connecting now, is it? Yeah, the more you experience it, the more it self-evolves around the computer system. So I'm still having issues right now. I mean, I had this problem, but like I said, the energy system is really... Can you guys see me or no? Can you see me? Funny in a way. Yeah, I'm feeling the energy. It's high rising right now. Oh, it's back. It's back. So it's almost 2 hours. I'm going to let you guys go, but I'm pretty sure I'll be back on again. Give you another schedule update. So anyway, put your thoughts in. Okay, so I love you guys all. I'll talk to you later. Adios. Yeah, I'll be coming back. Yeah. It's just the computer system's high rising right now through its community. and its energy cycles are getting overloaded through its systems. So I'm just going to let it calm down through the coolant. It keeps its balance through its energy cycles. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.